another requirement I have, that is to see what is the average handle time per transaction in the queue. What in queue wise, what is the average handle time? I would like to know. For that, let's create the dashboard quickly. Edit dashboard, add visualization. So as I said, you can either go with queue.org based on your requirement. So here, let me go with, let's say queue. Anything is fine based on your requirement. So here I would say average transaction time. This is the dashboard I would like to create. Now for that, what you need? The very first thing is I need the queue names. Okay, so let's get the queue name and run it. So here it will show me all the queues that are there in the specific queue scope. Okay, so I got all the queues. Now what is more important here? You are interested in the average transaction time, right? So there are statuses. So you have abandoned, you have deleted, you have so many things. So you must have a filter with the processing status. Okay, queue processing status. So what are the statuses we have in queue? It can be successful, it can be failed, it can be abandoned, it can be deleted. So I am mostly interested in the, for example, failed and successful. Sometimes you are only interested in the successful transaction, because the failed transaction you are pretty sure at certain point the application is slow and it fails, so I don't need that time. I would like to see for all successful items what is the average time it takes end to end. So I would be selecting processing status as successful. Clear? All right. Now we need a custom field. So how do you get a custom field? Simply go to custom field. It is blank at the moment. I'm going to click on add, and there are two options. You can go with table calculation. You can go with custom measure. Let me show you with custom measure. Let me click on it. This is pretty simple. This gives you the list of different measures you have or the matrices you have. If you scroll down, you find something called transaction duration in seconds. So it will give you, for example, a transaction started at so and so time and completed at so and so time. What is the difference between them? It is going to show you transaction duration in seconds. It gives in seconds. Okay. Now what I will do, here you have different options. Would you like to get a sum of it? Would you like to get an average of it? So I need the average time. So I need an average time for transaction duration in seconds. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll simply change it, provide some name. I will say AVG average transaction duration. Okay. So I know it is in seconds, so you can say SEC. And then there is something called field details. I'll click here and I'm going to select decimals, and I need by 2 decimals because this is a time. So once this is set, all you need to do is simply save it. By doing this, what happened? You have created a custom field. Okay, if you go to in use, you can see average transaction duration SEC seconds. This is my custom field I have created. I'm going to run it. So if I run it, you would see the difference now. For example, Q1 and RPA challenge Q1 are the ones which has got 1.25 seconds which took, and the other one taking around 11.50 seconds to process each transaction. It is because I have created a simple automation on rpachallenge.com. That's why it is coming in this much. But sometimes in your production environment, it would be definitely in minutes. Now your question would be, Rakesh, I am getting a huge value here because you would like to convert that to minutes, not in seconds. How that can be done? Okay, I'm going to show you that. So what I will do, I'm going to select this kind of a graph. Okay, now you can see it gives you a time. Two graphs I got. The Q1 is taking this much of time. The Q2 is taking around 11.50 seconds. So this is how your graph is built. Now, as I said, you might be interested not in seconds. You might be interested in minutes. So how do I do it? I'll click on this edit button. Okay. And here I will be creating one more custom field. So what is the custom field? Simply click on add and I'm going to click on table calculation. Table calculation. Now what I will do, I'm going to write the expression. So what is the expression? Average. Just now you created one. You remember average transaction duration in second. This is the custom field you have already created. So I'm going to use this. And the value that is there in this particular column, I'm going to divide by 60. For example, 60 second divided by 60 is equal to 1 minute. So when you divide your seconds in 60, you get in minutes. So here I would say average transaction duration in minutes. This is my custom field I have created. So you can see 1.25 converting itself to 0.02. And here I don't need so many decimals. What I will do, I'll again edit this, edit the calculation, and I would select decimals, and I am going to select 2 decimals, save. So it is coming 0.02 seconds, the first one, and the second one is coming somewhere around 0.19, 19 minutes. It is in minutes, right? Yeah. So now I'm not interested in this one. So what I will do, I'll simply right click and I'm going to, not right click, click on this and click on hide. Okay. So now what you see now is in minutes. So up to you how you would like to really use them. You have all the options to try out. I'm just letting you know different options how you can implement them. So now you can see it has come in minutes. So 0.19. Practically for your in production environment, it will give you a proper value because this is my the community tenant. So I have very less data. So this is how you have learned, but you have learned how to create such a dashboard for average transaction time. So what are the fields that we have used? The queue name we have used, and the average transaction duration, right? The transaction duration field we have used, the custom field. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you are learning a lot of things in UiPath Insights. If so, do give it a like and do not forget to write your comments. Thank you. Let's meet once again in our next content.